It's your girl, Marlee. It's day 47 of 365 Live. Today is day 5 of student week, and I wanted to come and talk to you all about the last 2 things that I recommend to students, but this is also a very special day to me. September 30th, 2017, I gained an angel. I gained an angel today 5 years ago. My granddaddy passed away in 2017. And so today I wanted to honor his memory for today's live. And I feel like it was just perfect timing because my granddaddy was an educator and he spent his life dedicating it to other people. And so today, it's just so fitting because I feel like he was one of my first teachers. He was my best friend. And so if you hear me talk about Joe is my granddaddy. And my cousins will tell you why we ended up calling him Joe. We always called him Joe. We never called him granddaddy. But today is Joe's day, and so we are going to honor Joe. So if you see me looking up, I'm looking at Joe. Joe is across the room. He and I have a picture that's hanging up. So today we're talking about Student Day 5, and I have 2 last tips that I want to give. And the first is for Joe, and I think that it's very fitting. Because we have to honor our teachers and we have to give them their flowers. And so not only do I want to give him his flowers, but I want to give all of my teachers flowers, which there could be more to that. But I definitely want to give Ms. Bowers her flowers for being my cosmetology teacher and being one of the teachers that truly impacted me and truly set the foundation for my career and who I have become in this lifetime. And so I know that she rewatches these, even if she's not on here live right now. So Miss Bauer, I appreciate you so much. I could never repay you. But the part B to my student tips today, this is very short because they kind of go together, and that would be to give back. And so because of Miss Bauer, I have always given back to Burton Cosmetology, and I will forever because it is something that I am truly passionate about. So those are my 2 tips. I think that I guess I could add a third one too. The third one would be to never stop being a student. And that's probably the most important one of all that I've shared all week, is that, this industry is ever changing, and this life is ever changing in general. And, Robin talked about choices and, what was the other word that you used? I know you won't hear, but those things have us taking twists and turns in our lives. And so never stop being a student, never stop learning, never stop educating yourself, because it is what sets you apart. And so when I think about consequences, thank you, consequences. So you have choices and you have consequences. So thank you. It was here. I just couldn't think of it. So back to Joe. For those of you who don't know, I come from a family of teachers. My grandfather and my grandmother, they met at Fayetteville State University, or what is now Fayetteville State University. It was then Fayetteville Teachers College. And they both became teachers and began teaching in the school system. And in turn, all of their children were teachers except for my uncle, who was a business major because, of course, that's, Hampton alum, that's what we do, business majors. But there are so many people in my life who were teachers. And it's so funny because I never thought of myself as a teacher or that it would be my career. I feel like it was the thing that I was running from, but it was the thing that I'm most comfortable doing. So I feel like for most of my life, I was like, I never want to be a teacher. Like, my mom's a teacher, or, she wasn't a teacher. She was at first, but I think, and to that point, like, you don't have to be a teacher to teach somebody. And I remember at a young age, I was just like, I would never want to teach. Never. And of course, life has a funny way of giving us what we need and putting us in the places and the spaces that we need to be. And fortunately for my life, I have ended up in the education space, and I love it here. And so I want to honor all of the teachers in my life that I've had. So I mentioned Mrs. Bauer. I mentioned my granddaddy. I mentioned my parents, right? My mother and father. Obviously, they're my first teachers. But also, I want to mention Gregory Addison. I would not be the person that I am without him. I would not be the person that I am without Marshall McCadden and Lisa Gabrielle. I'm going to get myself in trouble naming people, but I would not be the person that I am without being a yo-yo player in the Dumas Drama Guild summer camps back in the day. All my yo-yo players, what's up? I love y'all. That was a vital part of my upbringing. I would not be who I was without everybody who taught me Sunday school and were at the church and helped me lead the praise dance team, and my professors at Hampton that poured into me. Joe King, what you did for me, I could never repay you. So there are those people in my life that I give honor to today, along with my granddaddy, because it has just made the monumental difference. And I truly believe that you should give those people the flowers while they can receive them. I truly think that my granddaddy knows how much he not only affected my life, but all of us, and not just his grandchildren or his children, but his nieces and his nephews, the students that he taught. I still meet his students to this day who are a lot older than I am, but he had a major effect on their lives. He was a man of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, which in turn showed us what it was meant to be a faithful and purposeful and intentional member of a Greek organization. I remember when we were little, he would go to frat meeting and he would be dressed in his suit and tie. And he was about his business, and he was active for the 55 years that he was alive to that organization and to the Gamma Alpha chapter of Omega Psi Phi. And so I honor that because I aspire to have that much dedication to serving my community. And so I thank Granddaddy for that example, for leading with that example, because you don't see that type of commitment to a cause the way that he did. So I am going to try my best to honor my lifetime commitment to Delta Sigma Theta because of the example that my granddaddy left for us. And I just think that he has been so instrumental in my life. And so 5 years ago, I said, see you later. And I miss him so much. I said I was not going to cry on this live, but I appreciate what he did and continues to do in my life, and all that he taught me, all that he was and what he meant to me. And so, Granddaddy, I honor you, and I love you, and Chief, I love you. So, today was amazing. It's day 47. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll try not to cry. But today we are honoring those who came before us, and we are making a lifetime commitment to give back to our communities. And so, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow.